budding bakers. It is Friday. It is looking magnificent outside. I am so excited. Today is bank holiday weekend. We're going to kickstart with probably barbecues and yummy delicious food. So I said I'd do something that you could make today, leave in the fridge overnight, and the following morning, kaboom, overnight baked focaccia. Focaccia in a ballo, in a ballo. We're going Italian today. We are doing focaccia. So what I have got is 570 grams of strong flour. Now you can do this with plain flour. If you're going to do it with plain flour, I would bump up the yeast. So I've got 1 sachet of yeast into the bowl. It goes. I have got 10 grams of salt. Now before, sorry my gosh, back again. Before I add my salt, I add it to my water. Salt and yeast are not friends. Now I know so many recipes will mix salt and yeast together. I'm kind of weird that way. I have got 2 teaspoons, probably about 10 grams, and I did weigh it, 10 grams of salt in 455 mils of water. There's a lot of water in this, but this is because we're making focaccia electrical. All we're doing, we are mixing our flour, pretend we're at Kenwood, and wow, mixing our flour, mixing our yeast for our beautiful overnight focaccia. Did you forget something? Did you forget something? Did you forget something? I did the focaccia. So sorry, any Italians that are looking. So, flour, yeast mixed in of lukewarm water. Right? The whole lot. Now I am going to see, because I did put my laptop, my daughter's very shy and it's not working. So I'll have to see if I can link my iPad maybe tomorrow. So let's run recipe. 78 bones, bum, 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 bum. Can you believe it? 78 recipes. So on Sunday we will be at recipe 80. Now can you see, all I'm doing at the moment is I am using my hand as a mixer. Don't use a spatula, use your hand, you'll get a feel for the dough. And all I am doing is literally giving this a good mix to make sure it's completely combined. It is so wet. It is a sloppy batter. So this is where when you're looking at this dough and you're expecting it a bit like bread dough, it ain't bread dough. So look, it is really sloppy. Now, this will go into the fridge overnight. You cover it with a tea towel and it goes into the fridge overnight for about 12 hours. Now, when it does come out, it will have nearly quadrupled in size. It will come right up to the level, photographs anyway, it comes right up to the level. But I will show you even at this. The next stage is from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you stretch your dough, but only 4 times, so you're only going to do it per quarter. So you can lift it up and bring it back on itself, lift it up, bring it back on itself, and I'll see if I can do a video later, a bit of a time delay, and show you. But at the moment, we have got a really sticky, there's no way that's going to make a focaccia dough, okay? So again, not going to lick my fingers. 2 minutes while I wash my hands. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Wash your hands with your sticky dough. I am back. Now, this will be wonderful for your hands because tiny bit of olive oil and around the bowl, because as that flour dough is rising overnight in the fridge, it's going to push that dough up. If your bowl is dry around the edges, it'll stick. So a tiny bit of olive oil and another bit on my hands. And all I'm going to do is dab, 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 dab. So can you see it's a very shaggy mix? Okay? All I am going to do is put that into the fridge, cover with a tea towel, my hand another wash, covered in oil, even though I'll be putting it on again. So we get a fresh tea towel, covered like that, into the fridge for 12 hours. So last night I made my focaccia at 6 o'clock and I left it in the fridge overnight and I took it out at 6 o'clock. That's because I was going for my morning walk and then I had my Joe Wicks And Joe Wicks was dressed as a panda. Have you ever seen a panda trying to do push-ups? You should watch Joe trying to do push-ups. He's amazing. So, I have left, whoa, the dough in the fridge. Once the dough comes back, you need to lift it, as I mentioned, 12 o'clock. So you're going to do that 4 times, rotate. Once you've done that, you're going to cover a tiny bit, maybe a tablespoon of olive oil, scoop it out, and you're going to sit it on a tray like this. And you leave it. Leave it, put out your washing, get all your stuff done, and you leave it for 3 hours covered with cling film. So you're left with your focaccia. So this is overnight. Lads, are you having a laugh? It is now 10 past 10. This little baby is going to be done in about 25 minutes. So my oven is preheated at 200 degrees. It's going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes until it's all luscious and golden and crunchy. So before I do that, I am going to put, give or take, about a tablespoon of olive oil. Whoa, maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to, lads, if you could hear that, I just want an amazing recipe to do for kids. Look at the bubbles. I'll turn it around. Now, as I'm putting my little fingers in to create these dimples, you can see these air bubbles. But what I'm also doing is I am pushing the dough. I am pushing the dough gently into the crevices of my baking tin. The other thing, as you can see, it looks, oh my God, Trish, it's floating in olive oil. It's not. I have put a tablespoon of olive oil onto the tray and smeared it everywhere so that I wasn't going to get any stuck focaccia after spending all night in my beautiful fridge. So, pretend you're playing the piano. Boing, boing. This is now complete. So the only thing you can do next is you can use rosemary, you could use thyme, you can use garlic. But because I'm doing this for breakfast, I'm sprinkling with some Maldon sea salt. It's a coarse sea salt. And all I'm going to do is I am sprinkling some of my beautiful Maldon sea salt on top, so you get this gorgeous crunchy focaccia, and then a tiny bit of, whoop, so she's splashing it everywhere, lads. I'm up boily this morning. So you have got your focaccia, you have got your dimples, you've got your sprinkled sea salt. That little beauty has been in the fridge overnight. So the only thing I have left to say is, because I'm the best kept secret in Carrigaline, the only thing I'm asking, because we're on recipe 78, if you could share, if you could like, if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel at Touch of Magic 100. Because I'm not working, I might as well use my wonderful supply, my wonderful followers and supporters as my brand ambassadors. Because I'm the best kept secret in Carrigaline, I need everybody to know about this crazy cake lady in Carrigaline. So please like and share, subscribe, and just spread the word. I am putting this beautiful focaccia into the oven, 200 degrees, 25 minutes to 30 minutes until it's golden, and I'm having this beautiful baby for my breakfast. Fabulous for kids to do. Amazing for breakfast with a cracked egg on top. Listen, lads, there are so many varieties and toppings you can do. You just have to go crazy over your focaccia. So I shall see you tomorrow.